Prosper Mérimée was a French writer born in Paris on September 28, 1803. He grew up in a family that valued learning, and from a young age, he developed a love for literature, history, and travel. His education led him to become an important figure in French culture, but it was his work as a writer that made him most famous. Mérimée's stories are known for their vivid descriptions, interesting characters, and exciting plots. He had a unique style that captivated readers of his time, and his work continues to be read and admired today. From a young age, Prosper Mérimée was curious about the world. He loved to read and explore new ideas, which made him different from many other people of his time. He was particularly interested in the cultures of different countries, and this curiosity about the world influenced much of his writing. Many of his stories take place in different parts of Europe, especially in Spain and Italy, and often explore historical events or mysterious happenings. Mérimée's ability to combine history with storytelling made him one of the most influential writers of the 19th century. One of his most famous works is Carmen, published in 1845. Carmen is a story that captures the wild and passionate nature of its main character, Carmen, a beautiful and free-spirited woman who is a gypsy living in Spain. Carmen's love for freedom is strong, and she refuses to be controlled by anyone, including her lover, Don José. Don José is a soldier who falls deeply in love with Carmen, but his love for her becomes obsessive and dangerous. He follows her from place to place, hoping that she will love him as he loves her, but Carmen is not interested in a permanent relationship. Instead, she wants to live freely and on her own terms. The story ends in tragedy, as Don José becomes desperate and kills Carmen when she chooses to be with another man. The story explores themes of love, obsession, and freedom, and it remains one of Mérimée's most well-known works. Another important story by Mérimée is Columba, which was first published in 1840. Set in Corsica, the story follows a woman named Columba, who is determined to seek revenge for her father's death. The island of Corsica, where the story takes place, is known for its long history of family feuds and violence. Columba's desire for revenge is strong, and she is willing to go to great lengths to make sure that the people responsible for her father's death pay for what they did. The character of Columba is strong-willed and independent, and her determination to achieve justice for her father leads her to make dangerous choices. Columba is a powerful story about loyalty, revenge, and the consequences of violence. Mérimée's interest in history and different cultures can also be seen in The Venus of Ile, a story he wrote in 1837. In this tale, the main character is a man who buys an ancient statue of Venus, the goddess of love, while visiting the town of Ile in the south of France. The statue is said to have magical powers, and the man soon becomes obsessed with it. He is engaged to a woman, but his relationship with the statue causes problems in his life. The statue seems to have a strange and dangerous influence over him, and he begins to fear it. As the story unfolds, the reader is left wondering whether the statue truly has magical powers, or if the man's mind is simply playing tricks on him. The story is both a mystery and a horror story, with elements of suspense and intrigue. In The Double Life of Mr. Dupont, another one of Mérimée's famous stories, the main character lives two completely different lives. On the outside, Mr. Dupont appears to be an ordinary man, living a normal and respectable life. However, he has a secret. He is also involved in a life of crime, and his two identities are kept hidden from everyone around him. As the story progresses, Mr. Dupont's two lives begin to collide, and the consequences of his actions become more and more dangerous. The story explores the idea of hidden identities and the risks that come with living a double life. It is a thrilling tale that shows how secrets can sometimes lead to disaster. Mérimée's works are known for their deep and complex characters. His characters often face difficult challenges, and their actions and decisions drive the plot of the story. For example, in Carmen, the character of Don José is driven by love, but his love becomes possessive and destructive. Similarly, Columba's determination to seek revenge is a central theme of her story, and her actions have serious consequences. Mérimée's characters are often flawed and imperfect, but this makes them more relatable and interesting to readers. They are not heroes or villains, but complex individuals who struggle with their emotions and desires. Mérimée's style of writing is also an important part of what makes his stories so captivating. He was a master of description, using vivid and detailed language to bring his settings and characters to life. Whether describing the hot and dusty streets of Spain in Carmen or the rugged mountains of Corsica in Columba, Mérimée's writing transports readers to another time and place. His descriptions of people and places are rich with detail, making the world of his stories feel real and tangible. Although Mérimée is best known for his fiction, he was also an important figure in French culture for his work in other fields. He served as a government official and a cultural advisor, helping to preserve historical monuments and works of art in France. Mérimée's knowledge of history and his love for art and culture influenced much of his writing. His interest in the past allowed him to create stories that felt authentic and grounded in history, and his appreciation for the arts helped him craft stories that were both beautiful and meaningful. Despite his success, Prosper Mérimée was not always a popular figure. Some critics did not always appreciate his writing style, and some of his stories were considered too dark or strange for the tastes of his time. However, over time, Mérimée's reputation as a writer grew, and today he is considered one of the most important figures in French literature. His works continue to be read and studied by people around the world, and his influence on storytelling can still be seen in many modern works of literature and film. Mérimée's legacy lives on in the stories he wrote. His works are not only exciting and entertaining, but also offer deep insights into human nature and the struggles people face in life. His characters are often caught between their desires and the consequences of their actions, and his stories explore themes such as love, revenge, and the desire for freedom. These themes remain relevant today, and readers continue to find meaning in his work. Though he passed away in 1870, Prosper Mérimée's stories are still enjoyed by readers around the world. His writing continues to inspire writers, filmmakers, and artists, and his influence on the world of literature is still felt today. From Carmen to Columba to the Venus of Ile, Prosper Mérimée's works remain timeless, offering readers a glimpse into the complexities of the human heart and the mysteries of life.